I'm Marcus Thomas, and this is my project number 10 interview video. I'm here with Christina Smith. She is a teacher at Escambia High School. If you would, just tell a little bit about your credentials.
Okay. I'm a bachelor's in secondary education. This is my second year at Escambia High School, and I've been teaching language arts in the high school setting for 8 years.
All right. So, first question I want to ask is, how do you use technology in your classroom?
I have a smart board.
Okay.
I use my smart board every morning. The kids come in every class. I have 5 classes of English, 4 of them being juniors and 1 block class of sophomores that come in. I have something called a DTP. It's a grammatically incorrect sentence. It's projected on my smart board. They write it down, then they sit down and do their journals. Give them about 10 minutes for the journals. After that, then we correct the DTP together using proofreader's marks, so I'm able to stand at the smart board with my marker and they call out the corrections and we make them together.
Okay, good deal. Do you think technology is a very important part of education in the 21st century?
For this generation, I definitely do. They pretty much come out of the womb knowing how to use technology. Most of my students have cell phones. We do implement them in class. They use them. They use apps like dictionary.com, thesaurus.com, where they go on to the internet and use Google when they're looking up research. Or when we're doing vocabulary, they definitely go on there and look up the words, because they also require them to use a part of speech and find synonyms and antonyms. And that's been able to implement that. And we also, when we're writing, let them listen to music, as long as they have headphones and I can't hear it. And I found that this year, being allowed their phones, that I have better product out of my students, because they're able to concentrate and they like having their music, they like having their phones.
Got you. So you totally disagree with those people who say, phones shouldn't be used in the classroom setting,
Well, it's a case by case. Some kids, obviously you're going to find some students that are going to abuse it, that are going to sit there and they're going to text, or they're going to play games, or they're going to want to be on Facebook. But you just have to set the limits and know your kids. And I don't have any problems, especially with testing. I have a place where they put their phones when we're testing, so there's no cheating. And they know that they're not allowed to touch them during tests, and they know that they may use them if they have downtime. So you just have to set guidelines and rules for them to go by. Got
you. So, could you give me an example of some websites that you find really useful with technology in your classroom?
There's a site called Edmodo. It's kind of like Facebook for your classroom. You can set it up and you have it open, sort of like Moodle, where only your students can have access, and you may post quizzes on there, you may post polls, they can make posts and post their work and talk back and forth and send messages, and I'm able to edit everything. Everything has to be approved before it's posted, and no public or outside sources have access to the site.
Okay, good deal. Now, I know you use technology a lot. Could you tell me some of the downfalls about technology in the classroom?
That would definitely be access. We do have a lot of computers, but we don't have enough when it comes to testing online. A lot of the state tests and assessments for Florida are on the computer, and when we are testing heavily in March, there's not enough for us to go around that we can actually use them every day.
Gotcha.
So when I'm writing a paper, I have to make sure that we're not writing a paper during that time frame, so that we don't use up bandwidth, or we don't even have access to the computers because they're all being used.
Gotcha. Now, I know that you taught before, like, the technology boom, if you will. Do you think you get better results from your kids allowing them to use technology in the classroom?
They're able to find resources faster than if we were to go down to the library, or if we have to sit and we have to share computers. And definitely with them being able to listen to their music and concentrate, I get better product. And they know a lot.
Yeah.
I learn new things from them all the time.
Yeah. That's one thing that we've learned in EDM is kids respond better whenever you come to them and instead of teaching them everything, like you actually acknowledge that they do know what they're talking about most of the time.
We share apps all the time.
Good deal, good deal. Well, Christina, I really appreciate you doing this video with me, and hopefully I will see you in the workforce soon.
Hope so.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.